Tuesday, July 2nd, 1985, at 2:21 a.m. Ring, ring. You hear the phone, and it's the police. And they tell you you need to come quick, that your daughter's in critical condition. Cell phone use while driving can cost you your life. Being that I'm a teenager myself, I know how I can get easily distracted with my phone, not even driving. In this speech, I plan to persuade you that using a cell phone while driving is dangerous. I will discuss the laws about cell phone use while driving, the distractions that come from using a cell phone, and also the tragic effects like car accidents and deaths from using a cell phone while driving. This leads to my first point about how the cell phone usage while driving is illegal. 37 states and D.C. ban all cell phone use by teen drivers. 2 states prohibit text messaging by novice or teen drivers. 20 states and D.C. prohibits any cell phone use for school bus drivers. 46 states, D.C., Puerto Rico, Guam, and the U.S. Virgin Islands ban text messaging for all drivers. Not only is using a cell phone while driving illegal, but it's a big distraction. There are 3 types of distractions that can occur while using a cell phone while driving. The first one is visual, taking your eyes off the road. This can really occur when you're texting because you have to look down to send that text message. The second one is manual, taking your hands off the wheel. How else are you supposed to hold the cell phone without taking the hand off the wheel? The third one is cognitive, taking your mind off of driving. No matter what the distraction is, you're always going to be thinking about what else you're trying to do and not focused on the road. Fact is, distracted driving is worse than if you're driving drunk. Also, drivers tempted to use the cell phone while driving should ask themselves, would they drive drunk? If not, they should put the phone down. As using a cell phone is a distraction, this leads to the increase in car accidents and high insurance bills. Those can be costly. As I mentioned earlier, texting while driving is 6 times more likely to cause an accident than driving drunk. Answering a text takes only about 5 seconds. Traveling at about 55 miles per hour, you could travel all the way across a football field in this time. Imagine how much damage you could cause in that little bit of time. Each day in the U.S., over 8 people are killed and 1,161 are injured in car crashes that involve a distracted driver. In 2013 alone, 3,154 people were killed in crashes, while 424,000 were injured. There are some risk factors that make these problems higher. Teen drivers, which is that drivers under the age of 20, have the highest proportion of getting in a car accident due to distracted driving. That would be my age of students and kids. In 2013, more than 2 out of 5 students who drove in the past 30 days sent a text or email while driving. And I wonder how important those texts would have been to get your mind off something important where you could lose your life. My purpose today was to come persuade you to not use the cell phone while driving. By doing so, I have talked about 3 main points. Talking about, first of all, it's illegal, so you could get in lots of trouble if you harm somebody else. And the second thing is the distractions it causes. That leads to more accidents, and also how it increases the insurance bills and also and the effects it uses while using a cell phone while driving. Frantically, the parents come to the scene and sees a near lifeless body lying there, and they run over to their daughter, while the police shares with them that she was texting her boyfriend, and before she had said that one simple, "Okay, on my way," she was into the median, flipped over. This is what can happen if you text and drive. My references for this speech are Driven to Distraction, retrieved from American Psychological Association. Distracted Driving, retrieved from Center for Disease Control. Unsafe Driving in the Cell Phone Era, retrieved from Cell Phone Safety. Driving Facts, retrieved from Stop the Text, Stop the Wrecks. Cell phone use while driving, retrieved from State Farm. And cell phone use and texting while driving laws, retrieved from National Conference of State Legislature.